Why Your Dark Side is Your Friend, Jungian Philosophy. Stoicism. Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Carl Jung. Have you ever felt that there's a hidden side of you, a part lurking in the shadows, waiting to be discovered? This dark side is often misunderstood and feared, yet it holds the key to some of our deepest strengths and most profound insights. Jungian philosophy and Stoicism both teach us the importance of acknowledging and embracing the shadow self. Today on Stoic in Your Life, we delve into why your dark side is not your enemy, but a powerful friend waiting to guide you. By exploring the shadow, we uncover suppressed emotions and unspoken truths that, when embraced, lead to a richer, more authentic existence. This isn't just about facing our fears. It's about recognizing the untapped potential within us. Join me as we navigate the complexities of our inner darkness, revealing how it can illuminate the path to our greatest strengths and most genuine selves. Together, we'll learn that what we fear most can transform into our greatest ally. If you find value in our discussions, please subscribe and stay tuned. Remember, your dark side is the fertile ground from which your most authentic self can grow. Let's explore this timeless wisdom and its relevance in our lives today. One, embracing and integrating your shadow. In a world where we often strive to present only our most polished selves, Marcus Aurelius offers a profound reminder that wisdom and virtue come from understanding and accepting every facet of our nature, not just the pleasant ones. He teaches that even the parts of us we might be inclined to hide or suppress have something valuable to teach us. This concept, often referred to as the shadow in psychology, is not merely a collection of negative traits, but a fundamental part of who we are. Embracing and integrating this shadow is akin to digging into the depths of your being, uncovering not only roots, but also hidden treasures. This idea is echoed by Plato, who emphasized self-awareness as the cornerstone of philosophical wisdom. He believed that knowing oneself is the first step towards any form of wisdom, and this includes acknowledging our darker sides. Seneca, too, argued that self-mastery involves a harmonious relationship with all aspects of one's character, suggesting that virtue comes not from the absence of vices, but from the struggle against them. This struggle, far from weakening us, actually strengthens and deepens our character. Your shadow can also reveal unexpected strengths. Traits like assertiveness or ambition, which might appear as aggression or selfishness when buried in your shadow, can be powerful drivers of personal success and fulfillment when properly balanced. Aristotle described this concept as the golden mean, the desirable middle ground between two extremes of excess and deficiency. By exploring your darker traits, you can find the balance necessary to harness them productively. Embracing your shadow, therefore, is not just about making peace with your darker aspects, but using them as catalysts for growth and transformation. Socrates' assertion that an unexamined life is not worth living underscores the importance of this introspection. By examining even the darkest parts of ourselves, we lead a fuller, more examined, and ultimately more satisfying life. In modern life, we are often bombarded with messages to highlight our strengths and downplay our weaknesses. However, true personal development comes from a balanced view of the self, integrating both light and dark. This holistic approach to self-awareness leads to a more authentic and resilient individual. In practical terms, this means recognizing when your anger can be channeled into assertive leadership, or when your fear can become a source of caution and preparedness. This nuanced understanding of oneself can lead to profound personal growth and a deeper connection with others. As Carl Jung aptly noted, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This process of making the darkness conscious requires courage and honesty, virtues highly esteemed by Stoic philosophy. Stoicism teaches us that the external world is beyond our control, but we have complete control over our inner world. By integrating our shadow, we gain mastery over our inner world, allowing us to respond to external challenges with equanimity and strength. Epictetus advised, "First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do." This involves a continuous process of self-examination and growth, embracing all parts of ourselves. In doing so, we not only become better individuals but also more effective and compassionate members of our community. Embracing your shadow is a journey toward wholeness. It is a process of digging deep, confronting the parts of yourself you might prefer to ignore, and discovering the hidden strengths and virtues within. This journey is not easy, but it is essential for true self-mastery and personal fulfillment. As Seneca wisely said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." By facing our inner difficulties and integrating our shadow, we build a stronger, more resilient mind, capable of navigating the complexities of modern life with wisdom and grace. Through this process, we learn that our dark side is not our enemy but a friend, guiding us towards a more complete and enlightened self. 2. Control emotion. Stoicism, a profound school of philosophy that emphasizes the mastery of one's emotions, teaches us to carefully examine our impulses, particularly those we might not want to acknowledge. Renowned Stoic philosopher Epictetus often emphasized the insights we can derive from our reactions to external events, positing that it is not the events themselves that disturb us, but our interpretations of them. In this light, what we often refer to as our dark side, emotions like anger, envy, or fear, are not just negative feelings to be suppressed. Instead, they are crucial indicators of underlying issues or unmet needs that demand our attention. Consider anger. This powerful emotion might signal that you feel your rights are being violated or that you aren't asserting yourself adequately. Jealousy, on the other hand, might reveal areas where you feel lacking or dissatisfied with your own achievements in comparison to others. These emotions, uncomfortable as they are, act as messengers, pointing out the parts of our lives where we need change or adjustment. Aristotle, another great philosopher, spoke of the importance of developing virtue through understanding our emotions and habits. He believed that by confronting these emotions and uncovering their roots, we could better find the golden mean, the desirable middle ground between excess and deficiency, which leads to moral virtue. When you encounter these strong, dark emotions, see them as an invitation to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, what are these feelings trying to tell me? Maybe it's a sign that you need to reassess your personal boundaries, voice your needs more clearly, or even reconsider the path you're currently on. This approach is not about reacting impulsively to these emotions, but rather using them as a compass to guide your decisions and actions more thoughtfully and deliberately. Imagine you're at work, and a colleague receives a promotion you believe you deserved. The jealousy and anger you feel are natural responses. Instead of letting these feelings fester or reacting out of spite, use them as a signal. Reflect on why you feel this way. Is it because you feel undervalued? Have you not communicated your achievements effectively? Do you need to develop new skills to advance? By addressing these questions, you turn a potentially destructive emotion into a constructive force for personal growth. Let me share a story. There was a young professional named Sarah who found herself increasingly envious of her friend's rapid career advancement. Instead of allowing this envy to consume her, she chose to investigate its roots. Sarah realized that her envy stemmed from her own dissatisfaction with her job and a lack of personal fulfillment. This realization spurred her to take proactive steps. She began seeking mentorship, enrolling in courses to enhance her skills, and ultimately, she found a career path that was both challenging and rewarding. Sarah's initial envy, rather than being a source of bitterness, became a catalyst for significant personal and professional growth. So what about you? When was the last time you felt a surge of anger, jealousy, or fear? What was the underlying cause? What changes did these emotions urge you to make? These open-ended questions can guide you to introspect and gain deeper insights into your inner world. By understanding and addressing the root causes of your dark emotions, you can transform them from destructive forces into powerful motivators for positive change. In essence, your dark side is not your enemy, but a friend that brings valuable lessons. It's a call to action, urging you to listen, reflect, and grow. By embracing and understanding these darker aspects of yourself, you become more resilient, self-aware, and virtuous. This journey of self-exploration and growth is at the heart of Stoicism and Jungian philosophy alike, encouraging us to harness every part of our psyche for a more balanced and fulfilling life. Remember, the next time you encounter these strong emotions, don't shy away. Face them, understand them, and let them guide you towards a path of self-improvement and virtue. This is the true essence of integrating your dark side into your journey of personal growth. Embrace it, learn from it, and let it be your guide. 3. Introspection. Marcus Aurelius wrote about the profound insights one could gain from introspection. He advocated for that, carefully examined each impulse and reactions observed, and just learned. This practice not only helps in managing emotions, but also in transforming them into actions that reflect our true values and goals. Your dark side doesn't just challenge you, it also advises you. It teaches you to confront the parts of
your life that you may be ignoring or mishandling. When you listen to this side of yourself, it doesn't mean giving in to negative impulses. Rather, it means using understanding these impulses to bring about positive change. By doing so, you align more closely with Socrates' ideal of living a life that is not only examined but also enlightened, making informed decisions that enhance your well-being and growth. This theme, embracing your dark side
to reveal and enhance your unique character traits, is rich with wisdom found in the teachings of Stoicism. This philosophical approach urges us to accept every part of ourselves, including the aspects we find uncomfortable or unbearable. Full acceptance is crucial for achieving true authenticity, a state where we are fully ourselves without pretense or suppression. Stoics emphasize the importance of
self-acceptance as a path to wisdom and personal integrity. He believed that understanding ourselves completely, including our darker sides, helps us live in harmony with nature and according to our true selves. This idea aligns with the psychological concept of the shadow introduced by Carl Jung, which includes all the parts of ourselves we deny or hide from. By confronting aspects, we not only become more whole, but also unlock parts of our personality that are unique and powerful. For instance, traits such as assertiveness or boldness may initially appear as aggressiveness or recklessness in our shadow. However, when recognized and properly managed, these can become powerful tools for leadership and innovation. Have you ever considered how embracing your dark side could actually be a source feel counterintuitive at first, but when you think about it, isn't it true that our greatest growth often comes from facing our biggest challenges? Carl Jung said, one does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. This means that enlightenment comes from acknowledging and understanding our darker impulses, not ignoring them. By understanding of ourselves and can transform these impulses into strengths. Imagine the scenario where your anger, usually seen as a negative emotion, is understood and channeled correctly. Instead of letting it consume you or acting out destructively, you use that energy to assertively address an injustice, protect someone, or your passion for a cause. This is the essence of turning your dark side into your friend. It becomes once you learn to harness it. Marcus Aurelius himself wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This is a reminder that our true power lies in how we choose to react to and integrate our inner experiences, including the dark ones. How does the process of embracing and integrating your darker aspects play out in daily life? Consider times when you feel fester or pretending it doesn't exist. Examine it. What is it telling you? Your desires, securities. By addressing these root causes, you not only dispel the negative feelings, but also gain value matters to you and why. This method of self-inquiry and acceptance transforms negative impulses into actionable insights, aligning you more closely with your values and long-term goals. Another compelling example is fear. Fear can be paralyzing, but it also serves as a powerful indicator of areas where we grow, and by facing our fears, we build courage and resilience. Nelson Mandela once said, "I learned of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." Embracing your fear and understanding its origins can transform it from a debilitating force into a motivator for personal growth and achievement.
Reflecting on our darker sides can also lead to greater empathy and understanding toward others. When we acknowledge our flaws and work on them, we become more compassionate toward the imperfections of others. This creates a more inclusive and understanding community, which is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy. As Epictetus noted, we have 2 ears and 1 mouth so that we can listen twice as much as we speak. By listening to our own inner turmoil and addressing it, we become better listeners and supporters for those around us. In essence, integrating your dark side isn't about indulging negative behavior, but about transforming it. It's about recognizing that every part of you has a role in your personal development. The process requires honesty, courage, and patience, but the rewards are profound. A deeper understanding of yourself, enhanced personal growth, and a more authentic, fulfilling life. So ask yourself, what parts of your dark side have you been ignoring? How can you start to listen to and learn from them today? Remember, the journey to self-mastery involves facing all parts of ourselves, not just the parts we are comfortable with. By embracing and understanding our dark sides, we not only achieve greater self-awareness, but also unlock our true potential. This is the path to living a fully examined, authentic life, one that is in harmony with our true nature and aligned with the wisdom of the Stoics and the insights of Jung. As you reflect on this, consider how you can start integrating this practice into your daily life. How will you use your dark side as a friend and advisor in your journey towards self-mastery and personal growth? Thank you for being in this video. What are your thoughts on embracing your dark side as suggested by Jungian philosophy, and how do you think it relates to Stoic principles? If you don't know how to write a comment, please share a personal experience where you embrace your shadow and what the outcome was, or simply give your thoughts about the connection between Jung's philosophy and Stoicism. 4. Embracing your dark side. Understanding your dark side isn't about succumbing to negative impulses, but about comprehending them so profoundly that their energy can be redirected constructively. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, emphasized the virtue of resilience, often born from grappling with our inner conflicts and perceived weaknesses. He proposed that our most challenging traits could become our greatest strengths when approached with wisdom and courage. This process requires reflecting on how these characteristics show up in our lives and finding ways to balance and integrate them into a harmonious whole. By doing so, we can transform potential liabilities into assets, turning our inner turmoil into a source of power and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This notion aligns perfectly with the idea that understanding and integrating our darker aspects can propel us forward. Embracing your dark side not only fosters a more authentic life, but also sets you apart from others. Each individual's shadow is unique, and how we choose to integrate it reflects our distinct values and experiences. Plato argued that self-knowledge was a fundamental precursor to wisdom. By delving into our darker sides, we gain insights into our deepest motivations and potential, allowing us to craft a life that genuinely reflects our true selves. This self-awareness enhances our ability to navigate life's challenges with clarity and purpose, ultimately leading to a more fulfilling existence. In modern terms, this might mean acknowledging and understanding your competitive nature at work, rather than suppressing it, and channeling it towards constructive goals and personal growth. Your dark side is not something to fear or suppress, but to embrace and understand. This comprehensive self-awareness enables us to express the full spectrum of our personality, contributing to our uniqueness and authenticity. It is a journey that demands courage, reflection, and a profound commitment to personal growth, all virtues extolled by Stoic philosophy. Embracing your dark side isn't always straightforward or easy. At times, it may feel like this part of yourself is working against you. However, this internal conflict is perfectly natural and something Stoicism prepares us to handle. Epictetus famously stated, "No man is free who is not master of himself." Mastery over oneself includes understanding and reconciling with the darker aspects of our nature. In the context of modern life, this could mean recognizing feelings of envy or jealousy, not as shameful, but as signals pointing to areas where you desire growth or improvement. Instead of letting these feelings fester, use them as motivation to develop new skills or pursue goals more fervently. This transformative process is about turning inward and asking ourselves tough questions about our true desires and fears, thus fostering a deeper sense of self and purpose. Reflecting on our darker sides also allows us to see the world more clearly. It helps us understand the behaviors and motivations of others, making us more empathetic and less judgmental. This empathy strengthens our relationships, both personal and professional, as we become more attuned to the complexities of human nature. By integrating our shadow, we cultivate a balanced perspective that enriches our interactions and decisions. Moreover, embracing our dark side enhances our resilience. When we accept and understand our flaws and weaknesses, we become less vulnerable to external criticism and internal doubt. We learn to stand firm in our values and convictions even in the face of adversity. This resilience is a core tenet of Stoicism, where enduring hardships and emerging stronger is a testament to one's character and strength. As Seneca noted, difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body. To sum up, the journey of embracing your dark side is a path to self-mastery, resilience, and authenticity. It is about transforming inner conflicts into sources of strength, understanding your deepest motivations, and expressing the full spectrum of your personality. In doing so, you not only lead a more fulfilling and authentic life, but also navigate the world with greater wisdom and empathy. This journey is not for the faint of heart, but for those committed to personal growth and the pursuit of a meaningful life. Remember, as the Stoics teach us, he who conquers himself is the mightiest warrior. Embrace your dark side, and let it illuminate your path to a richer, more resilient existence. 5. The importance of resilience. Life is a series of challenges, and the Stoics teach us that true growth often comes from facing these internal conflicts head-on, rather than avoiding them. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most revered Stoic philosophers, often emphasized the importance of resilience in the face of adversity, viewing obstacles as opportunities to enhance one's character. This concept aligns with Carl Jung's idea of the shadow, the darker, often unacknowledged parts of our personality. Engaging with your shadow doesn't mean eliminating it, but rather entering into a meaningful dialogue with it. This process can be uncomfortable, as your shadow might reveal traits or desires that clash with your conscious values, leading to confusion or distress. Consider a moment in your life when you felt an overwhelming sense of anger or jealousy. These impulses, though seemingly disruptive, are not inherently negative. Epictetus, another Stoic sage, advised us not to be disturbed by such emotions, but to use them as subjects for examination. By questioning why these feelings arise and understanding what they might be responding to, you can gain profound insights into your deeper needs and fears. This reflective process is essential in transforming potentially destructive emotions into opportunities for personal development. Imagine being at work and feeling a surge of jealousy when a colleague receives recognition for a project. Instead of letting this jealousy consume you, take a step back and ask yourself why you feel this way. Is it a desire for validation, a fear of being overlooked, or perhaps a reflection of your own insecurities about your abilities? By delving into these questions, you turn jealousy from a source of bitterness into a pathway for self-improvement, pushing yourself to address and overcome these underlying issues. Facing your dark side can sometimes feel like an internal battle, where different parts of your psyche are in opposition. Seneca, another Stoic philosopher, spoke to this experience, emphasizing the importance of remaining steadfast in the face of internal discord. He believed that enduring these trials with dignity and courage builds true resilience and character. Each confrontation with your shadow, therefore, should not be viewed as a setback, but as a crucial component of your journey towards self-mastery. These moments challenge you to reaffirm your values and practice virtues like wisdom, courage, and temperance. Think about the last time you experienced intense anger. Perhaps it was a situation where you felt wronged or disrespected. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to reflect on the source of your anger. What does this emotion tell you about your boundaries, your expectations, or your unmet needs? By engaging with these questions, you transform anger from a potentially harmful force into a tool for deeper understanding and growth. A modern story that exemplifies this process is the tale of a young entrepreneur who faced significant setbacks while trying to launch a startup. Every failure felt like a blow to their self-esteem, stirring up feelings of inadequacy and fear of judgment. Instead of succumbing to these negative emotions, the entrepreneur decided to confront them head-on. By acknowledging their shadow, the fear of failure and need for external validation, they were able to understand these feelings better and use them as motivation to improve their business strategies and personal resilience. This approach mirrors the Stoic practice of embracing discomfort and viewing challenges as opportunities for growth. It's a reminder that your dark side, the parts of you that feel like obstacles, can actually be your greatest allies in the journey of self-improvement. When you feel anger, jealousy, or fear, see them as signals pointing to areas of your life that need attention and growth. Use them as tools to deepen your self-awareness and to reinforce your commitment to living by your values. As you navigate through life, remember that the journey towards self-mastery involves confronting all parts of yourself, even the ones you'd rather ignore. Each time you face your shadow, you have the chance to transform it from a source of distress into a powerful catalyst for growth. Ask yourself, how can these darker impulses be understood and integrated in a way that serves my highest good? How can they help me become more resilient, more compassionate, and more in tune with my true self? Embracing your dark side, as Jung and the Stoics suggest, is not about succumbing to negativity, but about recognizing and integrating these aspects into your whole being. It is through this process that you build true character and resilience. The next time you encounter an internal conflict, see it as a valuable lesson and an opportunity to practice the virtues you aspire to live by. Through this journey, you'll find that your dark side is not your enemy, but a friend guiding you towards a deeper understanding of yourself and a more profound sense of inner peace. 6. Practice of mindfulness. Aristotle once said, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit. This insight aligns seamlessly with the core principles of Stoicism and Jungian philosophy, particularly when considering the importance of confronting and integrating our darker aspects. But what does it mean to confront your dark side? It's about acknowledging those parts of yourself that you might prefer to ignore, your fears, insecurities, and unspoken desires, and understanding how they influence your behavior. By doing this, you create the opportunity to grow and improve. Just as virtues are honed through consistent practice, dealing with your darker side requires mindful attention and deliberate action. Imagine a moment of anger. Instead of reacting impulsively, a Stoic would pause, observe the emotion without judgment, and question the assumptions behind it. This practice of mindfulness allows you to see your anger for what it is, a fleeting emotion, rather than letting it dictate your actions. Similarly, cognitive reframing helps you challenge the negative thoughts that often accompany these darker emotions. By reshaping your perspective, you maintain a balanced outlook, ensuring your actions are in harmony with your broader life goals. This approach echoes the Stoic belief in controlling what you can and accepting what you cannot. Carl Jung famously said, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." This statement encourages us to bring our hidden fears and desires into the light of conscious awareness. Engaging with your dark side is not something to fear or avoid. It is an essential part of your journey towards self-discovery and improvement. Each time you face these internal challenges thoughtfully and consistently, you reinforce your commitment to living a virtuous life, a life fully aligned with Stoic teachings and the broader pursuit of wisdom in Western philosophy. Consider this. How often do you find yourself avoiding uncomfortable emotions or situations? What if, instead of avoiding them, you confronted them head-on? This is where the Stoic principle of self-awareness comes into play. By understanding and integrating your darker aspects, you not only gain control over them but also transform them into strengths. This process of integration is crucial for achieving a more fulfilled and authentic life. Marcus Aurelius, a renowned Stoic philosopher, advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." The practice of embracing your dark side isn't just a philosophical exercise. It's a practical approach to living a more enriched life. By accepting and understanding your darker traits, you can channel them into positive actions and decisions. This approach is not about indulging negative emotions, but about recognizing and transforming them. For example, acknowledging your fear of failure can drive you to prepare more thoroughly and strive for excellence. This transformation is at the heart of Stoic resilience. Have you ever considered the potential growth that lies in your darkest moments? How might embracing these aspects change your life? As we navigate through life's challenges, Stoicism teaches us to find strength in adversity. By confronting our fears and insecurities, we develop resilience and fortitude. This journey toward self-mastery involves not just embracing the lighter parts of our being, but also delving deep into our shadows. Each step taken in understanding our complex emotions brings us closer to the person we aspire to be. To illustrate, let's take the example of cognitive reframing, a technique where you challenge and change the thought patterns that lead to negative emotions. If you find yourself thinking, "I always fail at this," reframing this thought to, "I am learning and growing with each attempt," shifts your mindset from defeat to empowerment. This simple shift can have profound effects on your overall perspective and emotional health. By actively engaging in such practices, you maintain a balanced view of your experiences, ensuring your actions are in line with your values and goals. The fight with your dark side is a dynamic and ongoing process. It's about continuously learning and adapting, much like the Stoic practice of journaling, where you reflect on your daily experiences and emotions. This reflection helps you understand your reactions and make conscious decisions to improve. As Seneca wisely noted, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." In conclusion, embracing your dark side is not just about acknowledging your flaws, but about transforming them into opportunities for growth. It's about practicing mindfulness and cognitive reframing, understanding and integrating your complex emotions and aligning your actions with your broader life goals. This journey is at the heart of both Stoic and Jungian philosophy, emphasizing that true self-mastery involves not just the light but also the dark. So, I leave you with this thought. How will you confront your dark side today? How will you turn your challenges into strengths? Reflect on these questions as you continue your path towards a more authentic and fulfilled life. Remember, every step you take in understanding yourself brings you closer to the person you aspire to be. If you've made it this far, you're embracing the shadows within. Drop a comment saying, "I embrace my dark side," to show you're committed to this transformative journey. Stick around. The best is yet to come. 7. Cultivating authenticity through shadow work. Embrace your darkness: how shadow work unveils authenticity in Stoicism and Jungian philosophy. In the depths of our psyche lies a part of us that is often concealed from the world: our shadow. Carl Jung, a profound thinker, introduced the concept of shadow work as a means to explore these hidden facets, which include our fears, insecurities, and suppressed desires. While these aspects may seem intimidating, they are pivotal to achieving true authenticity. Embracing our shadow involves facing and accepting our true selves, free from the masks we often wear in public. This acceptance is a cornerstone of authenticity, which is crucial for fostering genuine relationships and achieving self-fulfillment. As we acknowledge our imperfections and darker impulses, we cease to pretend to be someone we're not, nurturing deeper connections and a stronger sense of self. In Stoicism, authenticity is paramount. The Stoics advocate for living in harmony with nature, which encompasses our true nature. By integrating our shadow, we align with our true selves, shedding superficial layers that cause inner conflict and discontent. This process is not about indulging in negative behaviors, but about understanding and transforming them into strengths, thus becoming more whole and balanced individuals. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. By confronting our shadow, we gain clarity and wisdom, leading to a more authentic and tranquil existence. Our modern lives are filled with challenges and pressures that often force us to hide parts of ourselves. Yet these hidden aspects, our shadow, contain valuable insights and strengths. By engaging in shadow work, we confront our fears and insecurities head-on, transforming them into sources of power and resilience. This journey of self-discovery fosters authenticity, allowing us to live more genuinely and build stronger, more meaningful connections with others. As Seneca stated, "He who is brave is free." Embracing our shadow requires bravery, but it liberates us from the chains of pretense and superficiality. To cultivate authenticity through shadow work, we must first acknowledge the existence of our shadow. This involves introspection and honest self-reflection, recognizing the fears, desires, and insecurities we often suppress. By doing so, we begin to understand the root causes of our behaviors and emotions. This understanding is the first step towards transformation. As we delve deeper, we may encounter uncomfortable truths about ourselves, but it is through this discomfort that growth occurs. The Stoic principle of amor fati, or love of fate, teaches us to embrace all aspects of our existence, including our shadow, with acceptance and gratitude. Once we acknowledge our shadow, the next step is to integrate it into our conscious self. This means accepting our imperfections and understanding that they are part of who we are. Instead of rejecting or hiding these aspects, we use them to our advantage. For instance, acknowledging our fears can make us more cautious and better prepared for challenges. Recognizing our insecurities can motivate us to improve and grow. By integrating our shadow, we become more self-aware and emotionally intelligent, leading to a more balanced and authentic life. The journey of shadow work is ongoing and requires continuous effort and dedication. It is not a one-time event, but a lifelong process of self-discovery and growth. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts and behaviors, we can maintain a clear understanding of our shadow and ensure that it remains integrated with our conscious self. This ongoing process fosters a deeper sense of authenticity and allows us to live more in accordance with our true nature. As Epictetus remarked, "Know, first, who you are, and then adorn yourself accordingly." By knowing and embracing our shadow, we can adorn our lives with authenticity and purpose. In today's fast-paced and often superficial world, the practice of shadow work is more important than ever. It provides a path to genuine self-discovery and growth, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with authenticity and resilience. By embracing our shadow, we can build stronger, more meaningful relationships, achieve greater self-fulfillment, and live in harmony with our true nature. This process requires courage and dedication, but the rewards are profound. As we cultivate authenticity through shadow work, we become more whole and balanced individuals, capable of facing life's challenges with strength and wisdom. Shadow work is a powerful tool for cultivating authenticity and living in accordance with our true nature. By embracing our shadow, we confront our fears and insecurities, transforming them into sources of strength and resilience. This journey of self-discovery fosters deeper connections, greater self-fulfillment, and a more authentic existence. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the wisdom of the Stoics and the insights of Jung, and strive to live with authenticity and purpose. To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment, as Ralph Waldo Emerson eloquently stated. By embracing our shadow, we achieve this greatest accomplishment, living a life of true authenticity and fulfillment. 8. Enhancing creativity and innovation. Embracing and harnessing your dark side can significantly enhance your creativity and innovation. Many of the world's greatest artists, writers, and thinkers have tapped into their shadow selves to fuel their creative processes. Carl Jung, a pioneering psychologist, believed that by confronting and integrating our shadow, the part of our psyche that houses our repressed desires, fears, and impulses, we unleash a wellspring of creative energy that is otherwise suppressed by societal norms and self-imposed limitations. This process can lead to profound breakthroughs in thinking and problem-solving. When we suppress certain thoughts or feelings, we limit our cognitive flexibility and creativity. However, by exploring these hidden parts, we can approach problems from new perspectives and generate innovative solutions. This not only benefits personal growth, but also enhances professional and creative endeavors. Consider how many inventions, artworks, and groundbreaking ideas have come from individuals who dared to venture into the darker aspects of their psyche. These creators didn't shy away from their inner turmoil. Instead, they channeled it into their work, producing masterpieces that resonate with the complexity of the human experience. By engaging with your shadow, you too can access a deeper layer of creativity and insight. Stoicism, a philosophy that advocates for a broad perspective and open-mindedness, aligns perfectly with this idea. The Stoics emphasized the importance of using reason and seeing beyond immediate appearances. By integrating our shadow, we embrace a fuller range of our cognitive and emotional capacities. This leads to greater creativity and a richer understanding of the world around us. Marcus Aurelius, a prominent Stoic philosopher, often reflected on the importance of self-awareness and understanding all parts of oneself, including the less desirable aspects. This comprehensive self-awareness can be a powerful tool in achieving a more balanced and creative life. Think about a time when you faced a significant challenge or problem. Perhaps it was a work project that seemed insurmountable, or a personal dilemma that left you feeling stuck. How did you approach it? Did you try to ignore the uncomfortable feelings and push through? Or did you take a moment to reflect on what those feelings were telling you? By acknowledging and understanding your shadow, you might have found a unique solution or a new way of looking at the issue. For instance, imagine you're working on a complex project at work, and you're feeling frustrated because the usual methods aren't yielding results. Instead of ignoring this frustration, what if you explored it? What if you allowed yourself to acknowledge the fear of failure or the desire to prove yourself that's driving this frustration? By understanding these underlying emotions, you might unlock a new perspective or an innovative approach to the project. This is the essence of integrating your shadow, turning what seems like a hindrance into a source of strength. In modern life, we often wear masks to fit into societal roles, hiding parts of ourselves that we deem unacceptable. However, these hidden parts are where our true creativity and innovation lie. A story that illustrates this well is that of Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple. Jobs was known for his intense personality and unorthodox methods. He often faced criticism for his demanding nature, but it was this very intensity and willingness to embrace his shadow that drove his relentless pursuit of innovation. Jobs didn't suppress his darker side. He harnessed it to push the boundaries of technology and design, creating products that revolutionized the world. Reflecting on this, ask yourself, what parts of yourself have you been suppressing? What untapped potential lies in those hidden corners of your mind? By daring to explore these areas, you can unleash a level of creativity and innovation that you might never have thought possible. This doesn't mean giving in to every impulse or desire, but understanding and integrating these aspects in a way that fuels your growth and creativity. The lessons from both Jungian philosophy and Stoicism teach us that embracing our shadow is not about indulging in negative behaviors, but about achieving a deeper understanding of ourselves. It's about recognizing that our dark side holds valuable insights and untapped potential. By integrating these aspects, we become more whole, more creative, and more capable of innovative thinking. In conclusion, the journey to enhancing creativity and innovation begins with an honest look at oneself. By embracing and integrating your shadow, you unlock a wellspring of creative energy and cognitive flexibility. This process not only enhances personal growth, but also leads to professional and creative breakthroughs. Stoicism's emphasis on reason and a broad perspective complements this journey, encouraging us to see beyond immediate appearances and embrace the full spectrum of our cognitive and emotional capacities. So, next time you face a challenge, don't shy away from your shadow. Embrace it and let it guide you to innovative solutions and a richer understanding of the world. What hidden parts of yourself are you ready to explore today? 9. Building empathy and compassion. Let's explore why embracing your dark side, as described in Jungian philosophy, can be a profound ally on your journey of self-discovery and growth, especially through the lens of Stoicism. Carl Jung, a Swiss psychiatrist, introduced the concept of the shadow, the hidden, often suppressed parts of our personality. These aspects, though seemingly negative, are integral to our wholeness. By acknowledging and integrating them, we cultivate a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. This practice resonates deeply with Stoic principles, encouraging us to confront our vulnerabilities with courage and wisdom. But how does this integration enhance our empathy and compassion? When you delve into your own shadow, you embark on a path of self-awareness. This journey isn't just about identifying your flaws, but understanding their roots and the roles they play in your life. As you begin to accept your darker impulses and imperfections, you naturally develop a more compassionate view of yourself. This self-compassion is the cornerstone of empathy for others. Marcus Aurelius, a revered Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This strength lies in recognizing our shared humanity, our common struggles, and our collective journey toward self-improvement. The Stoic concept of oikeiosis, or the natural affection and connection to others, is deeply intertwined with this understanding. By integrating our shadow, we become more attuned to the shared human experience, recognizing that everyone has their battles. This awareness fosters a non-judgmental and compassionate attitude, essential for building empathetic relationships. Empathy is not just about feeling for others, but connecting with them on a deeper level, understanding their pain and struggles as reflections of our own. How often do you find yourself judging someone without truly understanding their circumstances? By confronting our shadow, we dismantle these judgments, realizing that we all have parts of ourselves we'd rather keep hidden. Imagine meeting someone who is struggling. Instead of responding with judgment or indifference, your journey into your shadow allows you to respond with empathy and compassion. You understand that their struggles mirror your own internal battles. This recognition transforms your interactions, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. Seneca, another prominent Stoic, advised, "Wherever there is a human being, there is an opportunity for kindness." This kindness, rooted in empathy, enriches our relationships, both personal and professional. By being kinder to ourselves and others, we create an environment of trust and support essential for meaningful connections. Moreover, this journey into the shadow encourages us to embrace our imperfections, understanding that they are a universal aspect of the human condition. Perfection is an illusion, a facade that prevents genuine connections. By accepting our flaws, we invite others to do the same, creating a space where vulnerability is not a weakness, but a strength. How can you foster more genuine connections in your life by embracing your own vulnerabilities? This question invites introspection and action, urging you to reflect on your relationships and how they might improve with more empathy and understanding. This alignment of Jungian and Stoic principles highlights a powerful synergy. Jung's emphasis on the shadow complements the Stoic practice of self-examination and emotional resilience. By embracing both philosophies, we gain a holistic approach to personal growth and interpersonal relationships. The practice of befriending your dark side is not about indulging in negativity, but transforming it into a source of strength and empathy. This transformation is pivotal for fostering supportive and compassionate relationships, enhancing our capacity for understanding and connection. How does this journey into your shadow and the cultivation of empathy change your perspective on daily interactions? Think about the last time you felt misunderstood or judged. Reflecting on this moment through the lens of your shadow can offer profound insights into how empathy and compassion could have altered the experience. This continuous reflection and integration of our shadow aspects not only enrich our relationships, but also contribute to our overall well-being. By understanding and accepting our own flaws, we pave the way for a more empathetic and compassionate society. This journey is not just personal, but collective, urging us to support each other in our shared struggles. The Stoic practice of empathy, grounded in the recognition of our common humanity, becomes more profound when we integrate our shadow. This integration allows us to connect with others on a deeper level, fostering a sense of community and mutual support. Embracing your dark side through Jungian philosophy and Stoic principles enhances your capacity for empathy and compassion. This practice not only enriches your personal and professional relationships, but also contributes to a more understanding and compassionate society. How will you begin to integrate these insights into your daily life? This open-ended question invites you to reflect and take action, making the journey of self-discovery and growth a continuous and evolving process. By befriending your dark side, you unlock the potential for deeper connections, greater empathy, and a more fulfilling life, aligned with the wisdom of Stoicism and the transformative power of Jungian philosophy. Thank you for joining us in today's video. Before we move on to the last segment, I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to you. It's a pleasure to have you as a member of our community. Please feel free to share your story or personal impressions. Alternatively, if you're unsure of what to say, simply leave a comment saying, "I am a newbie," if you've just joined us, or "I am Stoic," if you've been with us for a while. Your engagement not only signifies your presence but also serves as a significant motivation for us. 10. Strengthening personal boundaries. Integrating the shadow involves recognizing and accepting aspects of ourselves that we might find uncomfortable or undesirable. This process empowers us to set healthy personal boundaries. When we understand our vulnerabilities and triggers, we can better protect ourselves from situations and people that exploit these weaknesses. This is akin to Marcus Aurelius's reflection: "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." By understanding and accepting our shadow, we turn potential weaknesses into sources of strength and wisdom. Healthy boundaries are essential for maintaining psychological well-being and fostering respectful relationships. By embracing our dark side, we become more assertive and confident in defining what is acceptable and unacceptable in our interactions. This self-awareness helps us communicate our needs clearly and stand firm in our values, much like Seneca's advice to associate with those who will make a better man of you. Stoicism teaches the importance of self-control and maintaining our inner tranquility. Setting boundaries is a practical application of these principles, allowing us to manage external influences and preserve our peace of mind. Epictetus reminds us, "No man is free who is not master of himself." By understanding our shadow, we gain insight into our limits and capacities, enabling us to create a balanced life where our well-being is prioritized. This is not just about isolating ourselves from negativity, but about being proactive in our interactions and decisions, ensuring they align with our true nature and values. When we can face our darker aspects without fear, we open up avenues for personal growth and authenticity, enhancing our ability to navigate relationships and life's challenges with greater resilience and wisdom. In the modern hustle, it's easy to lose sight of who we truly are, buried under societal expectations and pressures. Yet, by acknowledging our shadow, we take a step toward genuine self-awareness and integrity. This integration isn't about indulging negative traits, but about understanding them, allowing us to transform them into strengths. As Carl Jung stated, "One does not become enlightened by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious." This journey demands courage and honesty, urging us to confront parts of ourselves we'd rather ignore. consider the daily grind and the stresses it brings. When we set clear boundaries, informed by a deep understanding of our shadow, we protect our mental and emotional health. This not only benefits us but also those around us, fostering environments of respect and understanding. By being clear about what we will and will not accept, we teach others how to treat us, enhancing the quality of our relationships and interactions. It's about asserting our right to a peaceful, respectful life while also respecting others' boundaries. Furthermore, this self-awareness cultivated through embracing our shadow equips us with the resilience to handle life's inevitable ups and downs. We learn to respond rather than react, maintaining our composure and clarity even in challenging situations. This aligns perfectly with the Stoic practice of premeditatio malorum, anticipating and preparing for potential adversities. By doing so, we are not caught off guard but instead face challenges with a fortified mindset, much like a well-trained warrior ready for battle. Incorporating this understanding into our daily lives can transform how we approach work, relationships, and personal goals. Imagine dealing with a difficult colleague or a demanding project. By knowing our triggers and vulnerabilities, we can navigate these situations with a calm and assertive demeanor, ensuring we don't compromise our values or well-being. It's about being proactive rather than reactive, steering our lives with wisdom and clarity derived from a deep self-understanding. By integrating our dark side, as taught by Jungian Philosophy and Stoicism, is a path to stronger personal boundaries and greater self-mastery. It empowers us to live authentically, with a balanced perspective that acknowledges both our light and shadow. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, this integration provides us with the tools to protect our well-being, foster healthier relationships, and face challenges with resilience and wisdom. Remember, as Seneca wisely said, "He who is brave is free." By bravely embracing our entire selves, we achieve true freedom and tranquility. In our conversation today, we've explored how your dark side can reveal your true self, provide you with unique advice, highlight your individuality, and at times, challenge you in ways that might feel like a fight. These aren't just abstract concepts, but real, tangible experiences that we all encounter. By acknowledging and working through these aspects, we harness the power of our full potential and lead a more balanced and insightful life. Stoicism doesn't promise an easy path. Rather, it offers a meaningful one. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, all these Stoic philosophers understood and spoke about the complexities of human nature. They taught us that virtue is not the absence of vices but the effort to overcome them. This effort requires patience, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to self-improvement. Remember, every interaction with your shadow, every moment you spend reflecting on your emotions and reactions, is an opportunity to grow. It's about more than just self-control. It's about self-transformation. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from within, and that every personal challenge is a chance to demonstrate and develop our virtues. So, as we conclude, I encourage you to take these insights and apply them to your daily life. Start by observing your reactions, questioning your impulses, and gently exploring the darker corners of your psyche. Be patient with yourself, as this process can unearth feelings and revelations that are challenging to face. And remember, you're not alone on this journey. Just like the Stoics of ancient times, we are all part of a community that values depth, authenticity, and personal growth. Thank you for joining me today. If this conversation has sparked any thoughts or insights, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. How do you plan to embrace your dark side? Share your thoughts and let's learn from each other. And if you appreciate the journey we're on together, exploring the rich tapestry of human experience, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic in Your Life and join us for more discussions like this one. Here's to embracing every part of ourselves and moving forward, not just with more knowledge, but with greater wisdom.